Getting more spilling into the streets of Brooklyn. Can Miles protect it on his own? We start the issue with Miles having a therapy session. Keisha Khan asks Spider-Man if he wants to talk about the older one with how much he comes up in their conversations. Spider-Man says he feels let down by the older one because when he needed his perspective on things, he wasn't there, and that at least Misty Knight has helped him a little bit, but it feels like he's just getting used to the older one not being around when he's needed. He talks about the time he chewed out the older Spider-Man for not being around for anyone, but he feels bad because it wasn't fair, but Keisha tells him that it's okay to voice your opinion even if letting your feelings out may be harsh at times. That to him now, doing superhero things without the OG will be his new normal, and that there isn't anything wrong with that. Miles comes across Frost Pharaoh and the Bumbler fighting for turf in Brooklyn. They start causing a ton of collateral damage that Spider-Man springs into action. During the fight, one of the Buzz Boys throws a new grenade, but before it detonates, Spider-Man launches it into the air, and they ask Bumbler where did they get the gear from because they didn't want to nuke the block. Spider-Man gets to work taking out the small fry one after another. Bumbler and Vespa can't believe Spider-Man is a one-person army in a blizzard, but he has a few new tricks. Problem is, Spider-Man says he ain't gonna believe this and pulls out the saber. We see a little flashback with Miles training his sword skills alongside Misty and Colleen. She tells the young Spider since he pulls his punches, he's gonna have to focus extra hard during fights as to not only make sure he doesn't kill anyone, but also not to drain stamina from using his saber. Bumbler tells everyone to shoot him, but Vespa says with what? He's cutting all their guns into pieces. Spider-Man just rocks the Buzz Boys while they have one last desperate attempt until Spider-Man ends it and forgets where Frost Pharaoh went. Unfortunately for Miles, Frost Pharaoh has gotten a giant Gundam mech to fight in the streets. Miles can't find an area to do any damage and his web shooters are frozen. Luckily, Misty and Colleen are here for backup. Colleen stabs the mech with a katana and Miles charges it to overload the mech with his Venom blast. After the Cape Killers arrive on the scene and force Spider-Man to help with the war, but instead of Spider-Man heading the team, Hightail is in charge, and as the comic ends, it seems Hobgoblin is trying to hire a Prowler for some new muscle against a young Spider.